Well, it's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, March the 26th, 2020, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. A private graveside service was held for W.B. June Wagner Jr., 92, of Lubbock on Wednesday afternoon at the Muleshoe Memorial Park, with Gary Montgomery of Eastland and Gary Hooten of Muleshoe officiating. June died on Monday, March the 23rd, in Lubbock. He was born July the 4th, 1927 in Bailey County. He married Betty Jean Wright in Muleshoe on December the 26th, 1953. June served during World War II in the U.S. Navy. He was a longtime member of the Muleshoe Church of Christ until he moved to Lubbock, where he was still active in the Church of Christ. June loved to fly fish and was an excellent bridge player. He is preceded in death by his wife Betty in 1993. Of course, Betty ran something special here in Muleshoe. His parents and a brother, Dixon Wagner. He is survived by his three daughters, Sherry Dodd and her husband, J. Richard Engel of St. Louis, Missouri, Lana Suter and her husband, Tim of Evergreen, Colorado, and Melissa Knowlton and her husband, Todd of Shallowater. His sister-in-law, Winnell Wagner of Lubbock, a brother, Joe Mack Wagner, and his wife, Beverly of Piedmont, Oklahoma. 7 grandchildren survive him and 6 great-grandchildren. June ran Ready Mix Concrete here in Muleshoe for many, many years. The family suggests that memorials be sent to the Friends of the Library, 1306 9th Street, Lubbock, Texas, 79401. The New Mexico Children's Home, 1356 New Mexico 236, Portales, New Mexico 88130. Or Camp Blue Haven Foundation, P.O. Box 417, Marble Falls, Texas, 78654. Online condolences can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, a private graveside service for W.B. June Wagner Jr., 92, of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, was held Wednesday afternoon at the Muleshoe Memorial Park with Reverend Gary Montgomery of Eastland, a former longtime minister at the Muleshoe Church of Christ, and Gary Hooten of Muleshoe officiating. Please keep the Wagner family on your prayer list today. Well, the Muleshoe City Council met in a special session Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. And issued a City of Muleshoe First Amendment Declaration of Local State of Disaster due to public health emergency surrounding the COVID-19 virus, and you can read that 2-page amended declaration on our or on our Facebook page, Gil Lamb and Channel 6 Muleshoe, as well on our Twitter feed, Channel 6 Muleshoe, that shows up in the bottom left corner of our website, muleshoetv.com. But the important parts, the pursuant to Section 418108D of the Texas Government Code, this declaration of a local state of disaster activates the City of Muleshoe Emergency Management Plan and authorizes the furnishing of aid and assistance under the declaration. That this declaration authorizes the city to take any actions necessary to promote health and suppress the virus, including the quarantine of persons in occupied structures, examining and regulating hospitals, regulating ingress and egress from the city, emergency hospitals and other hospitals, and ensuring compliance for those who do not comply with the city's rules and directives. Section 6, this declaration hereby limits the size of gatherings to not more than 10 people and mandates the cancellation of all such gatherings of more than 10 people until further notice. A gathering refers generally to a scheduled event or common endeavor where 10 persons are present in a confined space, room, or area. Churches and schools are exempt from this section. However, churches are encouraged to limit meetings to Sunday morning worship. Employers who have more than 10 employees are also exempt. However, they are discouraged from meetings in one area with more than 10 people in attendance. In accordance with Texas Government Code 418137, a person who knowingly or intentionally violates this declaration commits an offense punishable by a fine up to $1,000 or confinement in jail for a term that does not exceed 180 days. This declaration hereby authorizes the use of all lawfully available enforcement tools, and it took effect immediately on Tuesday, and shall continue in effect until terminated by the mayor pursuant to this declaration. Additional directives may be issued by the mayor at any time as deemed necessary. And the Mayor, Cliff Black, Mayor Pro Tem Colt Ellis, Council Member District 2, Lupe Mendoza, District 3, Earl Barons, and District 4 Council Member Gary Parker all signed that declaration. And again, you can read it in its 2-page entirety on our Facebook pages as well as our Twitter feed in the bottom left corner of our website, muleshoetv.com. Great news from the Muleshoe Area Medical Center is they are trying to limit their exposure to the COVID-19 virus. They are now launching a new way to establish patients with COVID-19 type symptoms to meet with a local healthcare provider through a virtual visit using your mobile device or tablet. If you would like to schedule a virtual visit, call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe at 806-272-7531 or Muleshoe Family Medicine Clinic at 272-7544. Before your visit, download the Blue Jeans app, and it's available both through iPhone download and Android. That's Blue Jean app, all one word, and you can find the links to download those apps on your phone on our Facebook and Twitter feeds as well. So that's great news to see a healthcare professional through a virtual visit made available through the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. They remind you at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center that if you are undergoing symptoms of COVID-19, fever, cough, or shortness of breath, do not come to the emergency room or come to one of the medical clinics. Please at least call them at 806-272-4524 or call one of the clinics to speak with a representative there, 272-7531, the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, the Muleshoe Family Medicine Clinic, 272-7544. Again, that's fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Do not come into the emergency room or one of the clinics as they want to screen you over the phone first. And, of course, they have strict visitor guidelines in effect now for our Muleshoe Area Medical Center. And, of course, the state has shut down all the nursing homes in the state of Texas, and no visitors are allowed in the Parkview Nursing Care Center, although the Parkview Nursing Care Center is offering a free online chats and video sessions with all of the residents there at Parkview. Please call them at Parkview, 806-272-7578, and they will set up a video chat through FaceTime, Microsoft Zoom, or Google Duo, available for all families to communicate at any time with their loved ones that are residents there at the Parkview Nursing Care Center. We're trying to share on our social media as much as we possibly can, and it was a really sweet picture that they put up yesterday on Wednesday as Claude Riley, a resident of the Parkview Nursing Care Center, turned 100 years old, and they had a party for him with a cake there at Parkview Nursing Care Center. Sort of sad, but still happy to see that Mike, his son, was able to visit Claude through the window and speak with him on the phone. So a happy 100th birthday to Claude Riley, celebrating yesterday at the Parkview Nursing Care Center. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. This edition is brought to you by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location, monitor and control dependent cardholder usage, receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions, and take action. Deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank, member FDIC. And First Bank reminds you that their lobby is closed, but you can still use their easy, convenient drive-through windows and also use that My Mobile Money app on your phone to do transactions there at the First Bank in Muleshoe. Of course, this is to protect their customers and their employees at First Bank during this coronavirus outbreak. Their lobby is closed at First Bank, but drive-throughs are open, as well as their My Mobile Money app.
Leal's is the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life, and I've been alive for 10 years now. Hi, I'm Isla Reynolds, and I enjoy the phenomenal bean burritos, rice and beans and chips, and seasoning salt. I've been around and eaten lots of Mexican food in 10 years, and Leal's is the best, for sure, with the original being located at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas since 1957.
Well, Leal's Mexican restaurant has temporarily closed to protect their customers and employees and are not offering carryouts or in-restaurant dining. But while they still were offering carryouts this past weekend, Mom and I did a carryout at Leal's, and it was excellent as usual. And so hopefully they'll be able to do some curbside or carryout deliveries as well in the near future at Leal's Mexican restaurant. But anyway, to keep their customers, employees safe, they have temporarily closed down Leal's Mexican restaurant here in Muleshoe. It is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy. First, a message from our sponsor. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard, where Christine K. or any of their helpful employees want to help you get rid of your weekly pill box. Find out how K&K Pharmacy can simplify your meds with the K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging Program, available now at 1411 West American Boulevard. Call them 806-272-7511. K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging, available now at K&K Pharmacy, where they can simplify your meds and get rid of your weekly pill box. And K&K Pharmacy reminds you to please use their drive-through windows as the inside the store is closed to the public, or you can call 806-272-7511, place your order, and they will deliver straight to your house at K&K Pharmacy. Again, use their drive-through windows, please, or call 272-7511 as you can place an order and they will deliver directly to your house from K&K Pharmacy. Well, looking at our rainfall totals so far for the month of March, they've been very good. Here at the Muleshoe Mesonet Station, we have 1.5 inches of rain so far on the month of March. The Earth Mesonet Station, just next to Toke Plant, has 1 inch and 59 100ths. Freona has 1 inch and 42 100ths. Olton has 2 inches and 2.2 tenths. And the big rain getter in our local vicinity is Morton Mesonet Station, has over 3 inches at 3 inches and 5 100ths. So good rainfall total so far for the month of March here in the Muleshoe area. Again, Muleshoe Mesonet Station, which is 2 miles south of town, has 1 inch and 5 tenths so far during the month. Looking at our forecast for today, on Thursday, partly sunny, high near 89 degrees. Breezy conditions again, as we had some really windy conditions yesterday afternoon. On Wednesday, a west-southwest wind today on Thursday between 15 and 20 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour during the afternoon hours. Mostly cloudy tonight, low around 55. West-southwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, decreasing to 10 to 15 miles per hour after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour Thursday evening and overnight. Mostly cloudy on Friday, high near 73, so a little bit cooler. Windy with the southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 40 miles per hour during the day on Friday. Friday night, partly cloudy, low around 38. Windy conditions again with the west wind 25 to 30 miles per hour, decreasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 45 miles per hour. Saturday, sunny, high near 64 degrees. West winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear, low around 34. West winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Partly sunny on Sunday. high near 70 degrees, west winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low around 42. South winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny, high near 72 degrees, south winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Mostly clear Monday night, low around 39. Tuesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Sunny with a high near 71. Tuesday night, mostly clear, low around 38. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high near 73. So going to be some pretty warm conditions with some really breezy, windy conditions to end off this week through Thursday and Friday, as well as some wind gusts on Saturday, 15 to 20 miles per hour, but some really nice conditions here for March. Our high should be nearly 90 degrees this afternoon, but winds gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Well, during this new coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak, you can still see on the front page of our website Curtis Preston, the Texas A&M AgriLife Disaster Assessment Recovery Agent, as he gives an informational presentation about the coronavirus last week at the Bailey County Coliseum to the Muleshoe Rotary Club. The Rotarians suspended their meetings for the next couple of weeks at the end of that meeting. Also, during the question and answer part of the presentation, you can hear from Dennis Fleener, the CEO of the Muleshoe Medical Center, about some of the new policies and procedures put in place at our local hospitals and clinics to deal with the pandemic. And that's still a good informational program available on the front page of our website, free of charge, on demand. Also, from the Texas Health and Human Services Department, they issued some guidelines for people 65 years of age and older, and or people with medical issues like heart disease, lung disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, or cancer are at higher risk from getting very sick from COVID-19. If you're at a higher risk, you should stay at home as much as possible. Avoid crowds and all travel. Call a doctor if sick. Only go into public for essentials, groceries, the pharmacy, medical care. If possible, have others who are not high risk to go into public for you. If going out into public, limit close contact, wash hands often, avoid people who are sick, limit close contact of 6 feet with others, wash hands often, disinfect objects and surfaces in your home, and stock up on medicine, food, and necessities. That from the Texas Department of State Health Services and Texas Health and Human Services Department. Some good tips for staying extra careful if you are 65 or older or someone with an underlying medical condition. You can find that in our website, muleshoetv.com, as well as on our Facebook and Twitter feeds. 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications announces an internet speed increase as a public service to all of their customers. They've increased bandwidth to an adequate amount to accommodate their ability to work from home, as well as students having to do their online schoolwork. For the safety of their employees as well as their customers, the offices will continue to be closed to walk-in traffic to minimize the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Their drive-up window still remains open, and they will continue to check their Dropbox payments in front of the business at 302 Uvalde. They also have many bill pay options you can take advantage of from home. Their automated pay by phone is 844-849-1515, or go to 5areaonline.smarthub.coop/paynow.html. You can see all that pictured on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. You can see them online at 5area.com or call 806-272-5533 to contact 5-area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. Also, Bailey County Electric informed us that their lobby is closed as well, and they still have the drop box there. You can drop your payments off or call them at Bailey County Electric, 806-272-4504. Online bill pay is available on Bailey County Electric website, bcecoop.com. Well, the Senior Center is closed to activities this week in meals inside their location at Main and Avenue D, with the exception of the Temple Builders exercise class with Rashad Curvin as the leader, will continue on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays using a 6-foot social distancing in their exercise routines. But they have their doors locked otherwise, but continue to serve lunch by providing a drive-through service at the kitchen in the back door from 11:30 until 1 every day. They will also offer home delivery if individuals need it. The head cook and assistant cook will be in charge of all food preparation and packaging. Others who have volunteered to work will assist in working the drive-through service or home delivery. All staff and workers for the day will be checked for temperatures, and the same standard of 99.5 degrees will apply. The plan will be assessed after 2 weeks to see what changes, if any, need to apply. And the director, Carolyn Johnson, the board of directors all approved this plan. And again, they're closed for all the activities except the temple builders at the senior center, but they're offering a drive-through meal service from 11:30 until 1 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday. Also, call them at the senior center, 272-4969, if you want your meal delivered. Well, the Muleshoe schools, lots has changed there as they are closed by governor's orders until April the 3rd at least, but they have handed out Chromebooks this week in order to start ramping up online teaching offerings as well. They're offering food to all of their everyone under the age of 18 in Muleshoe, and they've worked really hard, and keep them on your prayer list, as this is a very trying time for those in the school districts here across the country, and here in Muleshoe specifically. R.L. Richards and his entire staff at Muleshoe Schools working very hard to get computers out to all the kids, as well as feed them free meals from the school district. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Since 1925, AIM Bank is proud to be one of the largest locally owned and operated banks in West Texas. Our expert bankers have an in-depth understanding of the local economy, and we are proud to provide our customers with quick local loan decisions. At AIM Bank, we know that strong local partnerships are crucial for growth and success. Investing in you has been our focus from day one. We provide the latest in technology for your online and mobile banking with features like mobile check deposit. At AIM Bank, we care about your accounts as much as you do, so we pride ourselves on real personal attention because we are also your neighbor. We invite you to come in and experience the real personal attention AIM Bank has to offer. We want to know you because we live, work, and raise our families right here in Muleshoe too. AIM Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities we serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. AIM Bank reminds you to keep their customers and employees safe. Their lobbies are closed, as many other businesses and institutions are here in the town of Muleshoe, but they remind you that their drive-thrus are still operational, and you can use their mobile app, and we put up a link to that on our Facebook and Twitter feed. Find AIM Bank mobile app link on our Facebook and Twitter feeds. Well, we successfully did our first live stream from First Baptist Church on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. You'll want to join us again at 11 a.m. this coming Sunday for the second broadcast. It's a live stream. They're not having any of the parishioners or visitors in the sanctuary, but offering a live stream from First Baptist Church. It went really well in full high definition, and you can find it on our website. We'll embed it on Saturday morning, muleshoetv.com, or you can click under the First Baptist tab. Check our Facebook and Twitter feeds for the link as well, too, on Sunday morning. Likewise, many of the churches in town did not have Sunday morning services this past Sunday, 16th and D. Curtis offered up his message on his Facebook page, I saw, so you can find it there from this past Sunday. Muleshoe Church of Christ didn't have services. Trinity Christian, First Baptist offered their live stream. Centerpoint Church wasn't having church either, along with Immaculate Conception Catholic Church, and I'm sure many others, and we'll see what happens this coming Sunday, as we'll still be offering up, of course, the live stream from First Baptist, and we'll have Sunday afternoon available the messages and services from First United Methodist Church along with Calvary Baptist Church. Tattered Tumbleweed has offered up some new hours. They changed up their hours in the light of this COVID-19 outbreak. They'll be open Tuesday through Fridays in the afternoon and evening hours from 2 until 6 p.m. only. Then Saturdays normal 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. You can call 806-272-6853. Speak with Gina, as they can bring your items out to your car for curbside delivery, and they'll work with you any way they can at Tattered Tumbleweed here in Muleshoe. Again, they're open Tuesday through Friday, 2 until 6 p.m., Saturdays 10 a.m. till 2 p.m., and they offer curbside service. Place your order by calling 806-272-6853, and they can bring your items out to your car. Burton Service Center here in Muleshoe is offering a 19% 19% discount on their parts charge. Call them to make your appointment now, 272-5330. Mention the post on their Facebook page, and they'll get you that 19% discount. It does not apply to labor charges or tires there at Burton Service Center. The Bailey County Courthouse is closed to the public now. They ask that you go to their website, www.co.bailey.tx.us, where you can find all the phone numbers and email addresses for all of the offices, but the courthouse is closed to the public right now. Again, the Muleshoe Medical Center reminds you to download the Blue Jean app, as they offer virtual visits to your healthcare professionals there at all the clinics there at Muleshoe Medical Center. And they remind you, do not come in if you think you have symptoms of the COVID-19 virus, including fever, cough, or shortness of breath. Please call the Muleshoe Medical Center at 806-272-4524 before you come to any of their clinics or to the emergency room. Protect yourself and our community from the COVID-19 virus. Stay home when you're sick, plus stay home for at least 24 hours of no fever without fever-reducing medications. Cover your coughs and sneezes. Use a tissue or cough or sneeze into your sleeve at the elbow if you are coughing and sneezing. Disinfect. Use a household spray or wipe to disinfect surfaces and objects that are frequently touched. And wash your hands. Scrub with soap and water for at least 20 seconds after your cough. Sneeze or blow your nose. Touch food, feed or touch animals, or use the restroom. Make sure to social distance from other people at least 6 feet, and avoid large groups of people. Those tips from the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Office. They recommend, for more information on the COVID-19 outbreak and more suggestions, go to the CDC's website. That's the Center for Disease Control, cdc.gov, dshs.texas.gov, or texashelp.tamu.edu. Well, there's a lot of stress in our world today, and we recommend to you to please try to stay healthy and work out, walk in the park on the walking tracks, while keeping all the social distancing in mind as well. Also, eat healthy and just try to keep the best positive attitude you can. Don't take drugs or alcohol, as those usually exacerbate the problem if you're having a mental health problem. One option that was closed to us that we found out yesterday on Wednesday, as the Wildlife Refuge, Muleshoe National Wildlife Refuge, 15 miles south of town. I'd been hiking out there quite a bit recently, but it was closed due to the COVID-19 on Wednesday when I went out there to hike. So be aware of that. The Muleshoe National Wildlife Refuge is closed as of now. It's temporary, and it is under the direction from the White House, the sign says on the gates. Going back to that 5-area internet speed increase, we test our internet speed here at the house, and usually have a 25 by 25 package, and ours was running somewhere around 85 by 95. So thanks so much to 5-area for increasing all their customers' speeds in town during this time when lots of people need fast internet for working at home or teaching children or at home or keeping them entertained as well. To give away furniture and a side-by-side refrigerator, call 925-6640. That's to give away furniture and a side-by-side refrigerator, call 925-6640. Well, the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance has canceled all of their Holy Week services due to the COVID-19 outbreak. That's the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance, again, canceled all of their Holy Week services due to the COVID-19 outbreak. The 2020 Spring Muleshoe Art Association Art Show that is generally held at AIM Bank has canceled their spring art show as well, so be aware of that. On your prayer list today, please remember Frank McCamish, who is having surgery today in Lubbock on his heart. He also recently fell and has had a rough time of it, so please keep Frank McCamish on your prayer list today. A really great guy. We hope he does well. Remember Eddie and Gail Morris. Remember Carolyn Johnson. And remember Judy Hubbard, the wife of longtime Earth UMC pastor Gary Hubbard. Remember Harold Redwine, the father of Susan Cage, Becky Hawksbergen, Maureen Hooten, Barbara Blackman, Jean Allison, Betty Noble, Joe Jinks, Judy Lambert, Pat Nichols, Patty Kent, J.W. Harrington. Remember Sally Ellis and Susan Kirby, Leonardo Aviles. Remember Mary Nell Bleeker and Wynn Cantwell, Buck and Lynn Campbell. Remember, please, on your prayer list today, the family of Chris Dominguez, the family of June Wagden needs to remain on your prayer list. The family of Jadon Gallman also needs to remain on your prayer list today. Please remember all of our leaders during this trying time here in our country and our world. Remember all our local leaders, including our county judge, Sherry Harrison, our city manager, Leanne Gallman, all our city council members, and our county commissioners. Remember R.L. Richards and his staff, the superintendent at our local schools. Remember our sheriff, Richard Wills, and our police chief, Gary McComb, Dennis Fleenor, the CEO of the Muleshoe Medical Center, and all of our doctors and healthcare staff as they are really on the front lines of this, along with our Bailey County EMS, Kevin Bays, the director, and all of his EMTs and employees, paramedics, and staff at our Bailey County EMS. During this viral outbreak, remember all of our ministers and deacons, those in charge of our local churches, as they wrestle with what to do with their local services and outreaches here in Muleshoe. Continue to remember all of our business owners and try your best to support all of our local businesses here in the town of Muleshoe and our entire area. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear free of charge on demand all of our Muletrain News programs on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. A visit with the amazing Buster Welch. In a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCECOOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Buster Welch is a legendary cowboy who has won many cutting horse championships on horses from the King Ranch. He trained horses and trained riders. A cutting horse separates a cow from a herd of cattle.
You select a cow and you drive him out of the herd without disturbing the herd. And you might have a sick cow that you cut out. And then you cut dry cows. That cutting horse was so essential to work a herd. You couldn't have worked that wild herd without that horse. And they wouldn't let anybody in a herd that didn't have a good horse. A good cutting horse was really valuable. It would sell for a lot of money back then.
What makes a good cutting horse?
First thing he's got to have is smart. He's got to be smart. And he's got to have cow, just like a bird dog's got bird. It's been bred into him. And it's exactly the same thing. He reacts quicker than a cow. And he knows what that cow is going to do. And if he's been trained right and hadn't been abused, he will figure that cow.
The wall of Buster's ranch home near Rotan is filled with photos, awards, trophies, and honors. A more than life-size bronze statue of Buster is at the new Dickies Arena in Fort Worth. Buster quit school as a young teenager to work on a ranch near Midland. His name is Fay Owen Welch. His uncle gave him his nickname.
My Uncle Darrell, and they kept me the first year. They say he walked up and looked at me and said, "Boy, he's a Buster." I was 12 pounds.
Buster Welch is 91 and is still training horses and people who ride them. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.